Hi, welcome to the Sheffield International Film Festival. We're delighted to be joined by Jeremy Durand, the director of Kenny Arcana's music video, Madame Le Marquis. Hi,
Exactly.
Jeremy, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. You? Thanks for having me.
Oh, no, but we're delighted to be able to share your music video. Tell us a bit about, so how long have you been making music videos? How did you get into making music videos, just first off?
I've been actually, it's a long process. So I'm gonna try to keep it a short answer. I started as an actor, musician, and then I worked in advertising agencies, and all of this made me bored basically, but still with a creative process. From a design background. I've actually studied in Sheffield. I've got a master's from Sheffield Hallam University in design. And all it gave me a sort of like background where I wanted to write my own creative and my own film. So I started with writing and directing a first short film, and this like got a few awards in festivals, and that's how the first band saw me first. I directed the video for saw me first, and they've asked me to direct my first music video. At the time it was in 2013, I think 14. And then it's all about getting repped by a company and then getting some pitches in and then starting to work. So I've been directing since then. One, two, three, four, five music videos, which is not massive.
Yep.
I work slowly, and I don't pitch enough, which is generally the case for directors. But my process is pretty long anyway, longish, generally.
And before we get into talking specifically about this music video, what is it? How does it work with a music video? Are you, like you say, you're coming up with the pitch, so you're coming up with an idea on how, listening to the track, coming up with an idea on how you're going to visualize that, and then how much work are you then doing with the artist to refine that once they've decided to go with you?
Really depends on the process, how it works. Like you have the case where the artist already got the brief and you don't basically have much to say, which is generally the case where I'm not really too interested into pitching, unless there's big bucks and it's American artists where that's the only place where there are like big money basically. There's big money. The rest of it is like music videos are like very ungrateful in a way that you have a lot of work to do for very little money in a very short amount of time generally. So I always prefer when I can, bring forward my vision and work with the artist if the artist wants to get involved or if they let me free to do so. And the case is that it really like depends. It's a case by case scenario. Like it really depends who the artist is, what they want to do, if they have an idea, if they don't have an idea. But generally, they come up with the track first. That's the first thing to do. Listen to the track and see if you like it and the budget range, and then you talk with I work with great productions between London, LA, and France, where we have a creative process where we exchange on ideas, and then I come up with a few main ideas that get boxed up, and then the first one that last one standing is the one the one we go for, and that's where we present that to the artist and management or label through a treatment, obviously, a visual treatment, and then if everybody agrees, then we go for that one.
Fantastic. And talk us, it's obviously a very involved process, and you can see, I think you can really see with this video, with the music video for Madame Le Marquis, you can really see the thought that's gone in. You can really see the concepts and the ideas coming through. It's very dystopian. I love the faceless dancers. And I think one of the great things about the faceless dancers is, I suppose I just watched it again this morning, and I'm kind of looking at it in a different way, having everything happen last year with, say, BLM protests and obviously COVID and all that sort of stuff. And they just give you that space for you to project onto them. Was that sort of thought process something you were always going through with it?
Yeah, my work is sort of involving. I always have like these notions of time dystopian and of society style of thoughts and process in it, because I think it's to me it's very hard. I'm coming from a design background. It's really hard to design a chair for just having a new chair. If I'm going to design a chair, I want to bring something to say, with that chair. So it's the same process with music videos. Like making a film is too much energy to just make another film that's been made like 1,000 times. So I'm trying to bring something which is clever or not, but which is with a thought process in it. And I think in times like we're living, and even with that music video, which is a bit was shot before the pandemic,
Yeah.
um, I don't see. I'm not a pessimistic person. I would say I'm realistic, but I don't see a very beautiful outcome of what's happening right now. Therefore, it's an inspiration for me to speak about, like, yeah, end of society and these things like that. Plus, the track here is the title, as I was telling you earlier on. The title is from an old French song from the mid 30s, where the lyrics say and state that actually everything is fine, Madame la Marquise, meaning like everything is all right, and the lyrics keep going on the fact that everything is all right, everything is beautiful, but it's actually meaning that it's not. So I think it's actually perfect for the time right now. And so, for instance, in that video, the artist didn't have an idea at all of what she wanted to do. So I was completely free to bring on an idea, and that's when the idea of she's talking about in the French lyrics, it's talking about a bubble, a sort of bubble in which we live, and we've come to live with our phones, and we're all like on the phones, and we don't talk to each other, and we don't communicate, etc., etc. So this bubble idea gave me an idea of like faceless people. So we developed masks with a props designer in France, and it's actually real masks. These are not. This is not like 3D or VFX. It's actually real, which was a big hassle to design actually. So I like also the idea that I've been able to design something for my music videos, since I come from design background. It was a cool idea to mix both medium. But yeah, the idea is to be cut off from each other and pretending everything is fine while literally everything is not fine. So it does have a double meaning nowadays, and more than it had when at the time we did it. Even though I can't say I've foreseen what's happening today, but again, like, I don't think it's the last time we're gonna see what's happening nowadays. And you know, so it's a big inspiration for me, dystopian and end of society thing.
Fantastic. And what like I say, I think it is one of those videos where that you've obviously got a very clear idea of what you of the concept and how it fit with the music video, but you can watch it again 10 months later and see different things in it and project your own ideas onto it, which I think is fantastic for any art, really, to be able to give more to the viewer, to be able to put their personality into it is a great gift.
Yeah, I think one of the great things about when you direct a music video, and it works for music videos and it works for films. It's starting to work for commercials when the client is open-minded enough to leave the director or creatives have a vision. But I like to leave the audience able to let the audience being able to judge and to project their own idea of what's happening. I don't like being too literal. I literally hate films or music videos when it follows the lyrics. I woke up in the morning and then you see someone waking up in the morning. It's just like, yeah, well, why? Why would you do that? But so I literally hate that. But I think it's great when you leave the audience interpret and think whatever they want. I mean, like, if somebody watches the music video and sees something totally different than my intention was, I'm totally fine with it. It's great. I think it means that it's exchange. To me, art is about exchange. Like, you pour something about your soul is pouring into that piece of work that you're doing, and then it's on the table and everybody does that. And in the process, I do that as well. My ideas are on the table, and then all my team and the creatives working with me are here to extract things from it and try to make it better, or try to with their knowledge and their expertise into specific areas, try to yeah, make it better and take it to the next level, which is, I think, what makes a great team and a great piece in
Agreed.
every art forms, actually.
Yeah, agreed. 100% agree with that sentiment. How can, if people want to watch this music video, I will put the link to the music video so they can go and watch it on Vimeo, check the whole music video out. If they want to follow you and see what you're up to, what social handles would they need to look for?
I think the best is Instagram right now, as everyone. So it's Jeremy Durant, as simple as that. And my website, I've got a website, yeah, where I put some stuff on it, like www.jeremydurant.com. very easy too. I think that that would be the two mediums I use the most. I'm not too much of a Twitter fan, or I mean, like, it's not I'm not a fan. I just don't have the time for it. Facebook, I keep it for messages. So I don't. Yeah, Instagram is the best really. If they want to keep up with what I do, it's where I post the most recent stuff.
Fantastic. We'll make sure the Instagram handle goes down there so people know where to follow you. Thank you so much for chatting. It's been absolutely wonderful. Been nice to hear a little Sheffield twang of an accent come out there from you as well. Your accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your accent kind of goes up and down. I like it.
Thanks. Yeah, well, it's my accent is absolutely weird. The weirdest time I had was when I was in LA, because I stayed there 3 weeks for directing a video actually there, and the guys were telling me I was tired, obviously jet lagged, at some point, and my French accent will come up. I've been living in London for 10 years, so a bit of London accent would come up. I've been living in Sheffield for 5 years, bit of Sheffield accent would come up, and then I was picking up the LA accent when I was there. At some point, even myself, I was like, having one phrase or one sentence, and I was like, what did I just say? It was just going like that. So yeah, it's getting weirder and weirder. And the more I speak with, I need to speak with someone for like a good solid hour, the same person with one accent, and then I can pick it up, and then it's sort of like normalizes and regulates itself. If I speak, like, I'm in France right now, I speak French every day, which is really disturbing now. And when I'm in the UK, I forget my French. I mean, like, please don't judge me for that. It's horrible, I know. It's
That
weird.
is great. Brilliant. Thank you so much for chatting. It's been lovely to speak to you, and enjoy the
Thank
rest of
you.
your day.
Thank you, and you
Cheers,
too.
Joey.